Hi, I'm Mo, and you can drive my car.
And I'm TJ, podcaster, MBA.
And this is...
It's still new to us, damn it!
Welcome to A Student to Us, damn it. I'm Mo, he's TJ, he just said, and we just said. And we're here to watch every movie ever made to be invited to parties.
It's TJ MBA now.
TJ MBA?
Yes, or Jackass MBA, whatever you normally call me, just add MBA to it.
Okay. Is that every time we say your name?
Yes.
It has to be TJ MBA?
Yes.
Okay. Do you make your parents call you that?
Yes.
Okay.
Parents, coworkers, people at the gym.
Is it like how, if you become a doctor or get a doctorate, you must call them doctor?
Yes.
Or else they get really mad at you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Could you imagine spending all that time and money in medical school and not being called doctor?
Yes.
Sounds like a horrible existence to me.
Okay. That's good.
I have to imagine this will get me invited to parties, right?
You getting an MBA?
Yes.
No. It won't. Not at all.
What?
They'll laugh at you. They'll be like, ha ha ha, you spent so much money to get a master's degree, yet you get nothing.
But I can tell people how to calculate net present value.
They don't
Of
care
an
about
annuity.
that. They don't care about that, TJ. They lied to you in honors, whatever the fuck it's called, master's course? What?
I've wasted all this time.
Master's degree. Yeah, they lied to you.
Oh my
They
God.
They said that you get invited to parties if you get this master's degree, but they lied.
Wayne State's got a lawsuit on its hands.
It's true, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Well, that's okay because we're watching every movie ever made in existence.
Yes.
That's what's going to get us
That's
invited
what's
to
going to get
parties.
us. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
All right. Well, TJ, we're back again. It's been a while. It's been a little bit.
It has. And
yeah.
this is the wrap up for, did we decide what season?
I think it was season 6 or 5.
Okay. We'll say season 5 because that's what I wrote on my Google Doc spreadsheet. And
Okay.
I don't want to lean over slightly to change that.
That's true.
So this was the end of season 5.
Yes.
We made it, guys.
We made it. Woo!
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It took 4 months, but we did it.
We did it,
Yes.
yeah. Well, we're hoping to get these episodes out at a faster clip.
That's true, yes.
Bang, bang, bang. That's
bang, bang.
That's going to be the...
Oh, no, a kid. Bang.
Bang.
Oh, no. Ooh.
Bang!
Oh, it's dead.
yeah, that's...
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. But no, that's our goal. And yes, we apologize for the delay. It's mostly my fault.
Yes.
But yes, we will have these coming out more steadily. So, as we do at the end of each of our seasons, though, we go through and we recap the 6 movies in the order that we like them.
Yes.
Right? And then we preview our movies for the next season 6.
Yes.
But first, though, as we like to do, we're going to take a trip into the Banter Zone.
Banter Zone.
There was never an MBA class about producing sound bites and songs for a podcast, unfortunately. So I'm still pretty useless at all that.
That's true, yeah.
But again, if we do need to calculate the future value of an annuity too, we could do that. Not just net present value.
Still useless in this
Future.
situation. Very useless. Very useless.
I've wasted my whole life.
Exactly. That's what I keep on telling you.
But we've got movies that we've watched at least.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think I went first on the last Banter time, so Banter Zone, so I'm going to let you have the honors.
Okay. Let's see. What did I watch? I saw TMNT, the first movie, in theaters.
Nice.
Yes.
How was that experience?
It was awesome.
Damn! Classic.
That's true. You forget how emotional that movie is.
Oh, it's dark.
Yeah.
It's a dark movie.
It's great. I saw a kid smoking a cigarette in it. I was
Yeah.
like, yes, this is what all movies should be.
Yep, I remember that scene in their little arcade dungeon hangout when they're all smoking with their mohawks and skateboarding. Yeah, that was something that the subsequent movies did away with.
No, yeah. Because that's in the second movie, they got rid of all the weapons because all the parents complained. So that's why you don't see them use any of the weapons. That's why they're using pastrami sticks and stuff. Yeah.
God, parents groups are the worst.
Yeah, exactly. But still awesome.
I do actually love the pastrami stick.
Yeah.
The opening scene of
That's
Secret
true.
of the Ooze. It is fun.
I must say, though, they make pizza look so good.
They
in
do.
The second one.
Yes, they do. That opening scene.
Opening scene is
oh
such
my
pizza.
God! You
Yeah.
just want to go to New York and just get it all that pizza.
I was listening to a better podcast called How Did This Get Made? And they did TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze. And I thought, oh, this is going to be great. They're going to be like, oh, it's awesome. And stuff like that. And they just shat on it. It was just like, this movie sucks so much. I thought they were going to get nostalgia high. Nope.
Jeez.
Not at all. They were like, this movie sucks.
It definitely gains a lot from the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
But, I mean, It is objectively stupid.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, I do love it.
Yeah. And that's why I found out they stole the Go Ninja, Go rap from the New York Knicks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a Vanilla Ice original?
No.
Wow.
Yeah. Just
Poor
like Under
shame.
Pressure. You also stole.
Oh, yeah. But wait, there's a millisecond
There's a
pause.
millisecond. It goes
in
ding,
between.
ding, 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 ding.
That's
And now it
right.
goes ding, 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 ding.
That's
Yes.
right. Yes.
That's true, yes.
Exactly. How to get away with copyright infringement.
That's true, yes. So yeah, anyway, I watched that in theaters. It was great. One guy took a photo. That was annoying right next to me. But I couldn't say anything
Of what, himself?
of the
Of
when,
you?
when the logo came up for TMNT, he took a
yeah.
photo of it.
That is a badass logo reveal.
Yeah, it's true.
And like, that is a really great when he's jumping in midair and it pauses. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying? And
I think so, yes.
Title card is That is a badass title card placement in that original movie. They introduced the Turtles very well in the opening.
That
of
is true,
movie.
yeah.
They really do. Well, good. I'm glad you got to experience that.
That was great. I watched the new Naked Gun.
Oh, how was that?
That was amazing.
Good.
It was great. It's just like the old Naked Guns. Like I laugh, like a joke a minute. Even
Yeah.
if the new ones don't, even one doesn't work, the next one will.
Sure.
It was really good. I don't remember a lot of the jokes. I just remember the one where Liam Neeson is talking to Pam Anderson and is like, "Is this my TiVo?" And she's like, "Yes." And I was like, "Did you delete all my Buffy the Vampire Slayer episodes?" And she's like, "I don't know." And it's like, "They're all gone now."
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I rewatched Raising Arizona and The Quick and the Dead.
Nice.
Yes, both awesome movies.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
good.
My dad watched Raising Arizona with me.
Mhm.
His review is, "What a weird film."
I feel like that's one of their more straightforward
That's
at
true.
times too.
Yeah. I would say like the most mainstream, like next to Oh Brother Where Art Thou, definitely. But
Yeah, I would say so.
yeah.
What would his reaction be to say like a Mulholland Drive or a Blue
No,
Velvet?
I saw him Fargo, and he was weirded out by that.
Was he really?
Yeah, because he didn't expect the wood chipper scene to
Oh,
happen.
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Let's see what else. I was with my dad, and I was like, "We need to watch a movie together," because I'm tired of watching, I don't know, like old reruns of Barney Miller,
Mhm.
which we always watch because that's the only thing on. So I was like, he loves old comedies. I don't know if he liked Laurel and Hardy, but that's the name. Yeah, Laurel and Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The old
that's
comedy
it.
duo. Yeah.
I don't know if he liked them. But he loves the Three Stooges and he loves Abbott and Costello. So let's give this a shot. So I put on the movie Blockheads.
How was that?
It was good. It's a very like okay funny movie about like let's see. I think Hardy was in the war and so was Lowell, and Hardy told him, "Hey, they're in the trenches." And it's like, "Hey, guard this burner." And so he did that for like 20 years. And so it's just you see the present day now, and he grows a beard and like it's all plants around him. It's just like, "I was told to stand here and guard this fortress, and I have." So he did it for 20 years, and then he comes back into a VA hospital and stuff like that, and they reunite. So it was actually really sweet and
It
also
actually
kind of
sounds
funny.
really
yeah,
sweet.
just like a little sweet comedy, you know.
Nice.
It is really good. Like the physical humor and like the way it was directed was really great and imaginative. I forgot like a lot of the gags to it, but it was really well done.
I would say that old school slapstick like that ages really well if you just go into it with an open mind. The Who's on First bit, the classic Who's on First bit, is still one of the just funniest, perfectly timed and executed, tautest comedy routines I've ever seen in my life.
I do remember one where there's like this little kid and he said something to him, and so he was playing with the football. So one of the guys took the football and just kicked it down the stairs, and then you see it just drop down and hit the bellboy in the back of the head each time. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was good. There's a lot of destruction. Garage got destroyed. Apartment got destroyed. It was good. A lot of misunderstandings.
Gotta love misunderstandings and property destruction.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
That's mostly what I watched. I still have not finished Twin Peaks. So I've not done that. I got like 3 more episodes to go, but it's been like 7 months.
It's a real slog getting through some
I
of
don't know.
those season 2 episodes.
It's just, I just gotta find the right moment.
Yeah.
And my picks will actually get into that. So I haven't found the right moment to be like, let's watch Twin Peaks. Let's watch the final 3. So I still have not watched The Return yet. So I guess still gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Book wise, I may have given up on the book that I've been trying to read. It's called I even forgot what it's called. It's about a band a fictional band from Scotland that's supposed to be like one of the legendary bands like the Pixies and stuff like that. And it's all about fake interviews of people who saw the band live and stuff like that. And I've been trying to read it for like a year or two now, and I still have not finished it. But I've stopped reading that for a little bit, and now I'm finishing the Bruce Springsteen biography, Born to Run, which is awesome.
Nice.
So I would definitely check that out. There's also a movie based on Bruce Springsteen recording of the album Nebraska coming out soon. I heard that's great.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so that's about it from my end. TJ, what have you been doing?
Quick note on the Bruce Springsteen thing.
Yeah.
I know that there have been some really high-profile biopics recently. The only two I can think of that I've actually seen in recent years are Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man, both of which I enjoyed. But I gotta say, I need to catch up on some of the new ones. But I haven't been able to enjoy one thoroughly since Walk Hard came out and skewered the genre so well. I compare them all to that.
I did watch Complete Unknown, and that was good.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I heard Elvis was good, if you can get over the fact that it's like not even Elvis's movie towards the end of it. I've heard, what was the other big one? Not Elvis and... Oh, shoot, wasn't there another big one that came out? Or maybe...
Not that I can think of, no.
Maybe I'm thinking... Maybe it was...
Oh, yeah, it was the... pop singer. He was a monkey. Bobby Williams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
He had his.
Nice. What was that one called? Do you know?
No, I totally forget, but he was a monkey in it.
That sounds awesome.
It was, yeah.
To be honest, that sounds really.
The only thing I know about Bobby Williams is there was a TV show in Britain called like Star Stories, where they would tell you stories of stars, of like famous people and stuff like that, but it would be all completely made up just to make fun of them, and all of it because back in the '90s he was part of a group called Take That. With this other guy who was like the lead in the pop band, the boy band, Gary Barlow, that's his name. And so, but back then the British press was so cruel, and they would call each other fat. So it's all just 30 minutes of them calling each other fat. And there's this great scene where Bobby Williams got in trouble in 1995 by going to Lollapalooza, and going to Glastonbury. And smoking and dancing with Oasis back in '95, but Take That was like a teen group, so they didn't smoke, drink, or anything like that. But there's one scene that's like smoking with Oasis.
Oh my gosh!
The manager is like supposed to be the devil.
That's actually really good. Yeah. That's really funny. See, that makes me think of Walk Hard. You don't want none of this shit.
Right. Even though what I said was not funny, if you actually watch the show, it was actually hilarious.
See, academically, I appreciate that joke.
Yeah.
The way you explained it, I get academically.
Thank you.
Again, I'm an MBA.
Thank you.
So I understand these things.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, there's one scene in the show where Gary Barlow and Bobby Williams meet each other for like one of the first times after they break up. And like Bobby Williams is gloating like, I signed 100 million quid. How about that? Take that, Gary. And it's like, and Gary Barlow's like, I don't care. Barlow time will come back, and then somebody throws a pie at like Gary Barlow, calling him a fat piece of shit, and then they just fight over the pie.
Oh my god! Oh my lord!
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds great.
It is funny, yeah. And there's another one where it's David Beckham, and I guess David Beckham's manager once threw a shoe at him. But there's this great scene where David Beckham and Paul Spice are getting married, and the manager comes in like a ghoul, and it's like, oh. You look a little tired, David Beckham. It's like you'll be with me for 3 days training. It's like, what about my honeymoon? And it's
oh my lord,
it's really funny. If you watch Star Stories, it's like way dated now, but it's still hilarious. It's from like 2005, but it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, TJ, what have you been watching?
Sure, I've been actually watching some good stuff. I'd say. A few weeks back, I watched The Killing and Paths of Glory, which are two of Kubrick's very early movies.
Oh, yeah.
The Killing was a really good heist movie about a group of criminals that organize a horse track robbery. Very, very well done. I definitely recommend checking it out if you like the heist genre.
Yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
You seen that one?
Yeah, I watched it for a blank check. They do it Kubrick.
He's a perfect director for Blank Check.
Yeah.
To do. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed that one. That one I actually had never heard of before. In fact, I played it. I saw it on Prime, and I played it and then as the opening credits were rolling, it said it was a Kubrick, written or directed by Stanley Kubrick. I didn't even know it was him going into it.
One of his very first films, not the first one.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
The second one he did, I think.
I'm bad. Sterling Hayden. It's not Sterling Hayden, is it?
I don't know.
The main guy, the main character is one of those character actors from the time that you kind of would always recognize. I feel like he was in The Godfather. He was the crooked cop. He was in The Long Goodbye as the alcoholic writer. I think it's Sterling Hayden. I don't know. I'm too lazy to lean over and fact check that. But good movie, especially if you like the heist genre.
Yeah.
It does a good job at like showing everybody's motives for taking part in the robbery, but not condoning it. Obviously, Paths of Glory was awesome movie.
Yeah, saw that in film class. Yes,
that was a damn good movie.
Sure, yeah.
Aside from the fact that they're all these Americans, including Kirk Douglas, are actually playing French soldiers, which I keep forgetting about throughout the movie. Aside from that, I mean, excellent stuff.
Yeah,
excellent war movie.
I didn't know about Kirk Douglas until I watched it, but I found out actually. You know the Animaniacs and like Looney Tunes? Yeah. Well, they would do like parodies of Kirk Douglas. I didn't know about that until I watched like Path of Glory and Spartacus. Sure. So I was like, that's where I got that guy.
They did a lot of jokes that were not meant for the target audience, quote unquote.
Because they did Spartacus.
Oh my God, yeah, they would do all sorts of like jokes that were really aimed at the parents of the kids watching, and I think that's partially why that show was so timeless and beloved.
Well, TJ, you have your letterbox open, so if you want to know if Sterling Hayden was in The Killing, you could find out. So, TJ, what is your letterbox again? I forgot.
Oh, it's Mike Mosheri.
Yes.
Mikemoceri.
And mine is Michael Mosheri.
Yes.
Capital M's.
These are all lowercase. It was an acronym for something. I can't remember what it was.
Yes.
But it was an acronym that what a happy accident.
Yes.
Really.
Did you log it into your letterbox?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Good. I'm really happy about that.
I log all the movies that I watch now are in here. That's how I can tell you that I also watched Death Race 2000.
Awesome.
Starring David Carradine. That was Sylvester Stallone,
yes,
too.
Yes, I watched that one. I remember... Like when Netflix was still doing DVDs, I got that one. I watched it because I watched Grand Theft Auto, which is Ron Howard. Who played Richie in Happy Days?
Ron
Howard.
Yeah, Ron Howard. Yeah.
Ron Howard. Yes, Ron Howard. That was Ron Howard's first directed film. Mm-hmm. So I watched that and watched Death Race 2000.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
That was a fun.
My favorite bit's when they put the old people in line to get hit because old people are worth more. Mm-hmm. I believe, and so the guy was like, "Screw this," and started just hitting the nurses to come out.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh no, very funny movie. One of those ones that like kind of ages a little too well.
Yeah.
Dystopian things that age too well. Speaking of dystopian things that age too well, I did have a couple cousins over a couple months actually ago, and they'd never seen The Thing and RoboCop, and I just so happened to have them both on Blu-ray and wanted to watch them. They loved them both. Especially RoboCop. So then they said, why don't we come back and watch RoboCop 2 and 3? Because I bought the Blu-ray trilogy. Yeah. I got a good deal on Prime Day, and I said, listen, we can do that. But just know that get ready for exponentially diminishing returns.
Yeah.
And
basically one of the best films of the past 50 years,
and then for some ungodly reason they gave Frank Miller the reins to the whole series.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Frank Miller, love him or hate him, his style is certainly not for everybody. Yeah. He's got a couple works I like. The Batman ones, the Dark Knight Returns and Year One, I think are gold.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's got a style that is not entirely for me. RoboCop 2's got some good ideas. I think it's just a very uneven delivery. It's kind of like a Predator 2 type of scenario. Mm-hmm. RoboCop 3 is just... I mean, I hadn't seen it since probably high school, and I told them, you guys, there's a reason I don't rewatch this movie. Holy shit, is it bad. Mm-hmm. But I was laughing at the number of actors that I associate with Curb Your Enthusiasm and comedy shows.
Richard Kind in it?
Who's that?
Richard Kind?
Richard Kind was not in it, but Jeff Garlin was.
Ooh.
Jeff Garlin was in it. Stephen Root. Jimmy James. Yeah, Stephen Root was in it. Rip Torn was in it.
Yeah.
The guy that plays Kruger in Seinfeld and the drill instructor in Malcolm in the Middle. He's in it.
Yeah.
Who the hell else? There was someone... the guy that plays, he's in Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's also the guy in Seinfeld that calls Jerry a phony, Kramer's friend. That says, that Jerry Seinfeld's so phony. You know the little bald guy?
Yeah.
He was in it. Just a whole bunch of like random character actors that were in like 90s television shows.
Oh.
So yeah, I watched those recently. And then last night, I was on Prime and I came across a movie that I'd seen several times recommended for me called Bad Lieutenant. I'd actually never heard of this movie. I like Harvey Keitel and the things I've seen him in. But have you ever seen the poster for this movie?
Yeah, I think, no. Like,
so the
maybe,
poster,
I don't know.
I'll pull this up for you. I'm not too lazy to do that.
Bad Lieutenant, I believe. No, it's not Lars von Trier. I don't think.
No, it is, Abel Ferrara.
Abel Ferrara.
So here's the poster and the thumbnail on Prime.
Yeah.
It's for the people that aren't paying attention, it's a yellow background with Harvey Keitel pointing a gun in front of you, right at you, kind of, and red lettering, Bad Lieutenant. It looks like a Tarantino movie, right?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like even maybe a little 40-year-old virgin type of style here.
Well, it was made thinking, 94, 92? So
92.
Same year as Reservoir
So I'm like, okay, this has to be like, yeah, exactly. It's right around when Tarantino is the thing in Hollywood. So I go, this has to be, I bet you this is going to be kind of fun. He's going to be kicking doors and, I thought you were supposed to be a good guy. No, I'm the bad lieutenant. This movie is an NC-17 rated character study of the scummiest, most corrupt police officer you'll ever see. And it is incredibly uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
But I will say this. This joins the likes of like Requiem for a Dream and Uncut Gems in my pantheon of movies that I acknowledge were outstanding, but I never want to watch again.
Sure.
I will not give away too much detail. Just know if you do decide to check it out, it would come with a dozen trigger warnings. It is so raw and so real. And Harvey Keitel's performance in this movie is... I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 acting. It's the way he portrays drug addiction, degenerate, authority figure. It's unbelievable. I don't want to spoil anything because it is great, but just know it is not a fun time.
Yeah, that's basically what Abel Ferrara films are. There's basically like the underbelly of like New York, and it's like. It's not
I've never seen. I don't think I've seen any other movies of
He's
his.
not. I haven't seen mostly any of them. He did Miss 45. He did The King of New York. That was the Christopher Walken one.
Yep.
He did China Girl, that stuff. He did like one famous one, but I forget what it was. But yeah, that's mostly his style. So
it's a great movie. I was reading that Martin Scorsese highly praised it. Ebert gave it 4 out of 4 stars. Again, it's a recommend if you are going into it with proper expectations. It is a dark fucking movie, but it's an incredible character study about a degenerate gambler, drug-addicted cop, and I'll just leave it at that.
Uh-huh.
Harvey Keitel, just outstanding.
Yeah.
And so I guess some people on Reddit were saying the Prime version is not the NC-17 one. But I think I went and I researched what the differences were, and all the differences that I could find in cut comparisons online, based on those, everything... I saw the NC-17 one, but I think it's a new cut that included all the content but took away the original soundtrack, which is a bummer because they used Schoolie D.
Oh, that's cool.
And they took it out because one of the songs in it uses a riff that's like an homage to Led Zeppelin's Kashmir.
Oh, yeah.
And then they just, they sued.
Okay.
Which, again, thanks, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, thanks, Led Zeppelin.
But then they'll go and do the fucking song with P. Diddy for Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless... I can say that the R-rated cut, as described, that made theaters, not nearly as worth watching because a lot of powerful stuff was taken out.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can get your hands on either the NC-17 or just the cut that has all the stuff, again, it's not fun, but it's important to the narrative.
That's cool.
Great movie.
That's cool.
But I bloviated enough on that. I think that's all I have.
One more thing I forgot to mention.
Your time is done.
What?
Mr. Senator, your time is done.
I thought I said...
Okay, fine. I'm feeling charitable. Go ahead.
Speaking of Seinfeld, we want to talk about Seinfeld right now, but we were like a second ago. I am also reading a book called Tropic of Cancer. And for your Seinfeld fans, that's the book that George Costanza had when his gym teacher pushed him down to the floor.
They gave him a wedgie.
I
see you wear boxers. What color are they?
Which, I thought that's the reason I read it, because I read all of the Percy Jackson books, because I thought, why not give it a shot, I'm not going to read Harry Potter, so I was like, I want something, I never really read the young adult novels before growing up, so I was like, okay, I'll give Percy Jackson a shot. Read all the original one and the sequel, and now I'm reading also the newest ones that are coming out. So okay. So I read all these. So I'm like, okay, let's do like a classic book of literature. So I saw Tropic Cancer. I was like, that's the book George Costanza has when his gym teacher puts it down and gave me a wedgie. It's like, what? Why? Okay, so what's this book about? So I started reading it, and I'm like, so I'm doing an audiobook, and it's by Campbell Scott, but the guy who's in Singles, one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's the filthiest book I have ever read in my life.
Salacious.
It's just talking about cunts, snatches. It's just all the worst shit ever you can think of. It's talking about how women are pussies, and they're only meant to be fucked with.
Wow.
And that's it. And that's the whole book. The whole book's basically like how this guy Henry Miller back in the 1930s. This book is considered one of the greatest works of art to be produced in writing. It's just him going around New York. Going around France in the 1930s. Him just fucking women. Him talking to artists and him being racist. And
wow.
Yeah, it's just how everyone else is horrible. How the French are horrible, how the streets of France are horrible. That's the whole book. It's just that. It's just,
oh my god.
He's just describing people he meets every day and how they're terrible and how he doesn't give a shit about them and all the women he has sex with and how they're just basically them there to have sex with. And it's like, yeah.
That's what George Costanza
That's what George Costanza read, and it's really racist too against Jewish
Holy
people.
Shit, wow.
So yeah.
All right. You'll have to let us know how Tropic of Capricorn is next.
Yeah. I don't know if I read that one, but I don't know.
blame you. It's okay.
It's just all that. It's...
Wow.
Yeah. It's not that. So that's what George Costanza was reading when he got
That's the type of reading that molded him into the man he
Exactly.
became.
I can see why it got popular. I mean, it was 1930s. It's known for its freedom of speech, because he said, now it's, taboo. It's back then, whoa.
Oh God, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can see why it also got popular because missing many kids was got this book. It's so fucked up. It's
Yeah, there's a little shock value to it. I get it.
But it's considered one of the greatest works of literature in the past 100 years or something like that. If you read any list of the top 100 books of all time, Times put it up there and it's up there.
Sounds like you need a shower after reading.
I do, yeah, and I read it during work too. So it's
nice.
So if there's one time I forget to put in my headphones, it's you just hear it out loud. I'm fired. So yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading Children of Dune. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
I finally finished Fall of Hyperion. Good book. Ready to get back to Dune before finishing the Hyperion series. So that's all.
I'm still hoping if they do it, that we see Timothy Chalamet become a worm. That'd be fun.
It would be fun.
That'd be fun, yeah.
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 At least do the worm.
Yeah, that's true. They could at least do that. Okay, that's it for the Banter Zone. We're now leaving the Banter Zone. That's I went quickly.
Very good.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, TJ, it's now time to do our rankings.
It is.
So, first let's say each of our movies we had this season. Okay, for this season 5, I did terrible kids movies.
Yes, remind us of those.
Yes. First one, I always get this wrong. Is it Tommy Tricker and the Traveling Stamp or something like that?
And the Stamp Traveler.
The Stamp Traveler. Yes. Okay.
Got it.
The bike kid. I almost said the hot dog kid.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And it was A Night at the Magic Castle.
Yes.
All movies chosen to torture TJ. And I think I succeeded, so I'm proud of that. And TJ, what were your films again?
And I chose 3 movies by the Coen brothers. I chose The Hudsucker Proxy, The Man Who Wasn't There, and Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, on the same level as the movies I chose? It's for you to decide, but I think they were. So yes,
it's for you to decide.
At
the end of the day,
this
is all subjective.
It's all subjective. Yes, definitely.
So on that note of subjectivity, why was Night at the Magic Castle the worst of these 6 movies?
It's actually number 6.
That's my number 6. Yes, I don't remember. I remember Blackie DeMatt, or however you pronounce his name, being in it. The kid that plays the creepy little preacher in Children of the Corn, and that's about it. Yeah. Oh, and the fact that the main character, he had an imaginary friend.
Yes, he did. He did have one. No, wait, no, we forget. He had another imaginary friend,
and he was
who he gave up on. He was Matt. He was the guy who directed Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, First Steps.
First Steps. He directed that one. He had a first imaginary friend. He's like, no, I can't hang out with you anymore. And then he disappears.
That's right.
And then the magician comes in, and he is dressed in a 1980s tracksuit. They didn't give him like a magical suit or anything like that.
They didn't even give him makeup to look like Harry Houdini.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. They're just like, you're wearing a tracksuit the first part of the movie, then we'll put you in the suit. And then they went to the Magic Castle.
Which was definitely just that man's van.
Yeah. Okay, so I was your number 6.
Yeah. What was your number 6?
I put Tommy Tricker's number 6.
Wow.
This movie angers me. I don't know why. I think we were too mean to the kids playing in Tommy Tricker because they were just kids from an Ontario school that got tricked into making this weird movie.
That is fair, yeah.
That is true. And plus, we didn't make fun of a kid who did actually have a stutter, but we said he doesn't do a good job.
Was he the one that was like an actual dickhead, like the one that was making fun of Tommy for being poor?
No, his name was like Albert or something.
Was that your dad when the homeless guy?
Yeah.
What, it reminds you of your dad?
He was the worst kid I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that kid sucked, yeah.
He was the worst ever. He sucked so much. I hated him. I hated every kid in that movie.
Oh, they were all terrible.
It was all terrible. I don't know. It was... It's the most memorable movie, but I think it was definitely like...
Oh my god!
Like filmmaking wise, I agree with you. A Night at the Magic Castle was the worst out of all of them. But I would say
I like when our rankings differ. Yeah, that is fine.
I was saying I still hate Tommy. So I get pissed off every time I try to say that title of that movie. Tommy Tricker and Tommy Tricker and the Traveling Stamp. Whatever the fuck it's called.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Stamp.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Stamp. Whatever it was called the Stamp Traveler. Yeah. Still make no sense. The most positive thing in Tommy Tricker was that Rufus Wainwright was in it, and I do love the song Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk. That's the only good thing, and he was the best part of the movie, and his song is banging, so I would say that.
Go pick up the soundtrack today.
Yeah. I would say, okay, so my number 5 is the Night at the Magic Castle.
Okay.
Definitely that. Because I think Tommy Tricker was not competent at all. It was just like scenes that went on too long, unfunny chase scenes, nonsensicalness, and it was like I don't know, it was just nonsense.
Yeah.
And Night at Magic Castle was also nonsense, but at least you can see it's like, oh, okay, this is a TV movie, so at least the people who were making it was somewhat competent and not a psychopath who decided that kids love stamps so much that they're willing to sell themselves on the black market just to get some.
See, I would argue that... So I had Tommy Tricker and the Stamp Traveler as my number 5.
Yeah.
I would argue that it was more competent as the narrative of it. Like, the narrative side of it was more competent as a kid's movie. Like, there's the fantasy element about jumping in a stamp and being mailed to Australia or China or whatever. But I would also say then that the actual filmmaking prowess of the makers of Night at the Magic Castle was probably better. Because you're right, Tommy Tricker, they would linger too long. The direction was just not right. And wasn't it? Didn't we decide, find out that the director was just like I don't know. He directed like nature movies.
That's right, documentaries. Nature documentaries. That's right. And we're like
Michael Rubo.
Yeah, and then they went to China. I don't know if they went to China. I argued they didn't go to China. They just went to Toronto and was in their Chinatown, which I don't know if they have one, but I'm pretty sure they just went to Chinatown in Toronto. There's no way they went all the way to China to get to.
I'm just going to accept your headcanon on that. I'm fine with that.
That's true.
Okay, but then
surprisingly not racist though. Was not really racist at all. So that's one surprising factor I did not know that was not in
it. It's an Australian movie. Maybe if it's American, it's got a little more edge.
It's French Canadian.
Oh, it was French Canadian.
Yes.
That's right. It just ended in Australia. Yeah, that's why. But regardless, is it safe to say then that number 4? Well, my number 4. I won't speak for you. Was the Dirt Bike Kid?
Yes.
I would say that was all kind of the. It was technically the most competent of all 3 of yours.
True. Mostly because of Stuart Pinkow. We just like Stuart Pinkow in that movie. Sure. That was it, yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, the dirt bike had nothing to do with the movie. You could take the dirt bike out and it'd be like the same movie.
God, I just wanted that dirt bike to hit a skyscraper.
Yeah, true.
That would have been so funny.
That's something.
Yeah, it was fine. Ralphie wasn't terrible.
No, it was not, no.
And
we think like the dirt bike, I think it was kind of like Harvey Love-Bug. Like it gave like sometimes it would blink or something like that.
Yeah,
and wouldn't do that. And like we should have been like just more magical or something. Or maybe just just let it talk. Just make it a talking.
They might as well have. They could have gotten rid of that old creeper that would like. Oh, it's a magic dirt bike.
I will say all movies. This is like the Old Creeper trilogy. All movies had Old Creeper. The first Tommy Tricker was the guy who came to that kid's house
Oh,
who molested his father.
Yeah, that's right.
Who molested his father.
Started the generation
trauma of collecting stamps. We also got to mention Tommy Tricker's not the main character of Tommy Tricker and the Traveling Stamp.
That's true, yeah.
Or the Stamp Traveler.
No, Tommy Tricker was the kid that was made fun of for being poor.
Yeah.
He was like the Nelson Muntz. He was like.
He wasn't even in the stamp. He should have been in the stamp, but he wasn't in the stamp.
That's right.
No.
He was like a hustler.
He was a hustler. He was hustling for stamps.
He was.
He was selling his friend for prostitution and getting stamps for it.
Yep.
Awesome T-shirts though. Awesome Batman T-shirts.
That's right. It was like a Joker T-shirt.
It was awesome Joker T-shirt and he had an awesome Batman.
Pre-8 Batman '89. That is a big deal.
That's
a big deal.
That is a big deal. Okay, now the Magic Castle had the Magician.
Yeah.
And also
Blackie DeMant.
Blackie DeMant, who is the lead singer of the Chili Peppers' father.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if that guy who was Blackie's like sidekick was an
Blackie's
adult,
lackey?
or was he like in his teenage years? I forget.
The actor was an adult.
Are you sure? Because it was Children of the Corn was like 1984, right?
Yeah. Let me see.
And that movie was like 1988, I think, right?
What the hell is his name? John Franklin.
John Franklin.
Yeah. So 59 he was born in.
59. He was 84. So he was. Let's see. 59, so he was 10.
He was in his mid-20s.
He was in his 20s.
Yeah.
The Children of the Corn. Okay, so he was an adult. I thought he was a kid still.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Blackie Dammit and also the Magician. And then the Dubite kid was Stuart Pankow, who was a rapist, who tried to rape that one bank teller.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes. And then also the mysterious old man who gave the kid the bike and then came back at the very end of the movie.
You're right, there really was a through line of
creepy old
sex
men.
Perverts.
Yes, there was, yes.
Yeah, good call. Mm-hmm. Any other commentary on your three movies?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right, this is where it gets interesting.
True.
You can go ahead. What's your number 3?
My number 3 was The Man Who Wasn't There.
Okay.
Correct? That's the name of the movie? Okay, yes. It was a good movie. Definitely not the height of the Coen Brothers era. That was kind of the mid-period. I mean, it started with The Man Who Wasn't There, which is a good movie, but after that it was Intolerable Cruelty, which, wasn't their highest. And then it was Lady Killers, which bombed dramatically and is not their favorite.
Yeah.
Not anybody's favorite of the Coen Brothers filmography. Yeah. But then after that, they came back with No Country for Old Men. So that was like the kind of beginning of like the little dip they had in quality, and then they came back up. So yeah. Yep. Even I don't think anybody hates Lady Killers. It's definitely not the strongest of their filmography. So also, Blink Check, a better podcast, is doing the Coen Brothers right now. So
that's fantastic.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so that was my number 3. TJ, what was your number 3?
It was actually the Hudsucker Proxy. Tell you the truth, this was a coin flip between number 3 and number 2 for me. There was I enjoyed it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think I'm just going off expectations for kids.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie. Tim Robbins was infectiously wholesome and entertaining in his usual way. I think it just suffers to me from the expectation of Coen Brothers meet Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
And I guess I think my expectations for it were probably too high, and it was more a kid more of a kids movie than
it was the first foray into like major filmmaking because Joel Silver took a shot on him. It was like these guys are making great movies. Like I'll give you $40 million to do whatever you want, and so they decided to do a 1940s comedy, a Preston Sturges comedy in 1994, which was not a hit at all.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, very very competent, beautiful visuals.
Bill Cobb's in it.
Yeah, Paul Newman. Love seeing
it.
Paul Newman.
Yeah.
Again, this was this was a coin flip. This is interchangeable with 3 and 2 for me. I think that both 3 and 2 are more toward the bottom of the Coen Brothers tier list, but that just speaks to how highly I think of their oeuvre.
Definitely great gags, like when one of the board members tries to kill themselves, but the first board member already did it, so they put a plexiglass on it. He's like fought like a fly.
That was good.
Like a fly.
No, and it objectively was funny.
Yeah.
It had some good jokes. Some great performances as always. It's just, again, I think I found it more forgettable than a lot of their other movies that would come later. Mm-hmm. And you know what? That's okay. And even the bottom of the Coen Brothers, bell curve or tier list or what have you is still better than most directors, right?
That's true.
So...
yeah,
I do not mean to rag on Hudsucker Proxy. I know a lot of people love it, and I did enjoy it. It's just I happen to by a hair more, we'll say, my number 2 pick, which was The Man Who Wasn't There. Mm-hmm. To me, that movie was more or less like just looking and admiring a piece of art. In this case, a noir, black and white, homage to those black and white detective murder mystery, what have you, type of movies.
Yeah, the only difference is the guy sucks and he's like not a good guy. Of course, that's every Coen Brothers movie. Just like the guy sucks, he's not cool, he's not gonna do something cool, he's gonna do something bad. And,
no, he's completely banal and he just lets things happen to him, and he experiences he experiences the world kind of the same way we do, very passively. Yeah. And I think it's really just the style over substance. Now that we're talking about it more, I could absolutely make an easy case why Hudsucker should be number 2. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter. I'm too lazy to retype this. Okay. So I'm just going to stick with the Man Who Wasn't There. Very enjoyable film, admirable on a technical level, well acted. Love to see James Gandolfini in something other than Sopranos. Don't know if I'll revisit it anytime soon, but Francis McDormand is great. Yeah. What's his face? The lawyer was great.
Yeah. Anyway, so TJ, my number 2 is Hudsucker Proxy.
Oh my God!
I know, surprising. It's a comedy. I would definitely choose comedy over drama any other day. But it was funny. It was creative. I loved every character of it. It was really good. Yeah, I don't know really what I can say, like what you just said, basically.
It was creative.
It was creative. Yeah. It was a tribute to Preston Sturges movies of the 1940s, which I love. So it was up my alley. It was ridiculous. Each character was right out of Sturges or Howard Hughes film, Howard Hawks film, or Frank Capra film. It was great, and I enjoyed every second of it. It was just balls to the wall funny. It was weird. It was everything. I love a comedy from the 1940s.
Yeah, nice and quirky.
Yeah.
Good.
That's true. So I didn't go into a huge sidetrack, but yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Mm-hmm. Love it.
Okay, TJ, what is our number 1?
Well, I suppose it would leave only one choice here, and wait, what's this? I accidentally put A Night at the Magic Castle again?
What?
Well, I guess that's got to be it then.
What?
No suspense here. It's Inside Llewyn Davis. I'm pretty sure I gave it if I didn't give it a 6 out of 6 rating, it's damn near a 6 out of 6.
Inside Llewyn Davis.
I thought it was just a great movie. Yeah. I thought it was wholeheartedly enjoyable. It defied my expectations for it. I thought it, like we said in the episode about it, go back and listen to that.
Yeah.
But, I thought it would just be kind of like a melancholy, biopic type thing, but I love the twist in it that really this guy's struggling artist because he chooses, he shoots himself in the foot at every turn. Yeah. And I thought that was kind of endearing in the end.
Yeah, I would say all 3 films were cynical in some ways because that's mostly what all Coen Brothers films are. Mm-hmm. But, I think The Man Who Wasn't There is cynical of the film noir genre himself and, of suburbia or back then, of old days. Sure. And then Hudsucker Proxy was critical of the industry of just work and the working life and
giant
corporations and stuff like that. Yeah. But this was also cynical of the music industry and stuff like that. But it's had more heart, I think, than any of those films. And really, I don't know, it made you feel like Llewyn Davis was a bad guy, but you felt for him more.
He's a douchebag. He's a douchebag. I wouldn't say he's like a villain per se. Yeah, he's just a douchebag.
He's just a douchebag. Tim Robson was an idiot, and Billy Bob Thornton was a simpleton. And so, you didn't really connect with guys, but you connected with Llewyn Davis a lot because he went through a lot of hard troubles. Mm-hmm. And you see, he did a lot of bad things, but he's a human being and he made mistakes and stuff. That doesn't mean he deserves everything that happened to him, though.
No. And it ends on a note of, I'd say, optimism.
That's true, yeah.
It's kind of implied maybe he's finally turning something around or turning a new leaf.
True, yes.
A lot of layers to that character in that movie. You mentioned cynicism with the music industry. What I like is it's the music industry, there is obviously a touch of cynicism with how it is at the end of the day, not about the music, it's about the business, how it can be marketed to mass appeal. And what's so great about that is the music industry figures in that movie, the record, his agent, the guy that he travels to audition for, they've accepted that. They are fully aware of who they are and what they're doing. It's his cynicism that is basically being bounced off of them, so to speak. Do you see what I mean? The music industry cynicism, that's a given, right? It's his cynicism that ends up being the foil to that, and his undoing in many cases. He could have stayed and been just a studio musician and, hey, it's at least a job.
Yeah.
Right? And still perform at the cafe and try and break out. But that wasn't good enough for him. Right? He had an inflated sense of self.
Yeah.
I won't keep going because we talked enough about that movie, but high recommend to both the movie and our podcast about it. Yeah. And I will look forward to that Much Better Podcasts episode about it. Have they gotten there yet or no?
No, not yet. Right now, I'm going to do The Man Who Wasn't There.
Okay.
I don't know who. They just did Oh Brother Without Thou with Emily St. James.
Very cool.
Good episode. They mostly talked about in the beginning early 2000s music. Because if you don't remember, the soundtrack to Oh Brother Without Thou won the Grammy for Album of the Year.
Yeah.
It beat
it was a big deal.
Speak Stankonia by Outkast.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it sold 4 million copies, like close to that.
Isn't that insane?
That's insane.
About looking back. Good movie, great movie, and
great
good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
I cannot believe
2001, kids were buying the soundtrack to Oh Brother Without Thou. So,
crazy, man. Yeah. Simpler times.
That's true. Yeah. So those are our picks. So we go watch them. All 3 great movies, and then 3. But it's Coen Brothers. What are you gonna do? It's one of the best directors of the past 25 years.
One day we should go through and make a tier list of all the movies we watched. That would be fun.
That would be fun, yeah.
Could make a little bonus video episode.
That's true.
Figure that out.
Okay, but TJ, that's in the past now.
Yeah.
You must never think of those movies ever again.
I've forgotten them already.
Oh, good. Okay.
Forget anything I just said about the tier list.
Okay, I will. But now it is time for Season 6.
Season 6.
Season 6. Season 6. Season 6. Season 6. Season 6. Season 6. Season 6. Enough! Okay, so for Season 6, TJ, what are your 3 movies?
Well, I thought I'd go one or two ways here. My first thought was to torture you like you tortured me.
Understandable.
And I was going to select 3 really shitty SNL movies.
Yeah.
Which maybe we'll save for another time. But
I think I watched most of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think the only 2 I haven't watched is Pat. I've seen Son of the Ladies Man. I've only mostly seen the ending. I've never seen all of it. I've seen Night at the Roxbury. I've not seen Stuart Save His Family. I've not seen that one.
Oh, there you go.
I've not seen that one.
We've got 3 there for future round. I'm going to put that in my back pocket and save it for later. But luckily, I didn't want to do that to myself, as fun as it would have been to do to you. So instead, what I chose were 3 sequels, or at least spiritual sequels, or spiritual successors to noir movies or crime thrillers that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So, first one that I selected was The Two Jakes. I think I've said on many occasions here, I love the movie Chinatown. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite movie about municipal water corruption. The Two Jakes is the sequel to that. It came out in the 90s or late 80s.
94, I think.
94, okay.
Yeah.
Directed by Jack Nicholson.
Oh, so you directed this one.
Directed by Jack Nicholson. Drive, he said, and Going South. Starring Jack Nicholson, Ironweed, and the King of Marvin Gardens.
Now, real quick, did Jack Nicholson direct Going South and Drive, he said?
He directed those 2.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Harvey Keitel, My Sexiest Year, and Little Fockers. And Meg Tilly of Psycho 2 and Body Snatchers. And the plot of that one is pretty simple.
Also an Abe Ferrara movie. That was it. That was the one I was thinking of. He did Body Snatchers.
Who did?
Abe Ferrara.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Abe Ferrara?
Abe Ferrara did Body Snatchers, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of, yeah.
Well, interesting.
What were the 2 movies you had for Jack Nicholson? Ironweed and The King of Marvin Gardens?
Correct.
You know what? Ironweed, that's not the one. That's Silkweed I'm thinking of, right? The one where Meryl Streep is working for like a chemical plant and they try to blame her for like deaths or something.
Meryl Streep is in this one.
Oh.
So it looks like Jack Nicholson plays a washed up and retired baseball player.
Ah, that makes sense.
Maybe she's in another one about that.
I think Meryl Streep and like Jack Nicholson were like a bunch of movies together.
Yeah, I think you're right actually.
Yeah.
This one was a box office bomb.
I think third one. Okay, so it was, I'm trying to think of them. There's this one, Ironweed. There's the Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah.
They were not in As Good as It Gets Together.
No.
2 movies? No, I'm pretty sure Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep were in like more than one movie.
I'm sure they were. Let's see.
Let's look it up. They're looking up now, folks. This is exciting podcasting. I know. I'm keeping this in. Heartburn. That was it. That was the movie I was thinking of. There were 3 movies. Okay. Ironweed, Heartburn, and also The Witches of Eastwick.
Yes. Good call. Very good call.
Cool. Okay, so TJ, why did you choose? Well, you did. You said it because it's Chinatown.
I love Chinatown. I think it's just a perfect noir movie. It's one of those. It's not early Nicholson, but it's Nicholson before he got Shining-ified.
Yeah, I think this is like his first, not major hit, because I think he did Carnal Knowledge in '70.
No, and he had like The Postman Rings twice. So he was a big name.
Yeah,
he was definitely a big name by this time. But if you look at his work after The Shining, his performance in that was so good and so over the top that I think he didn't get typecast per se, but think about like going forward, Jack Nicholson was kind of that, he had that crazy smile.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, because the movies he did in the 80s, he did Batman, like the very end, I'm going to think, because I don't really remember any other movies he did in the 80s besides the Batman. He was in Broadcast News for a little bit, he did a cameo for James L. Brooks. That's it. And Witches of Eastwick. That's like the three movies I can think of from the 80s. I can't really think of anything else. Like after The Shining, what really was after, like right after that?
Let's see. The Postman Always Rings Twice was after that. Okay.
Oh, he was in Reds.
Reds, yeah.
Okay.
Terms of Endearment.
Praise His Honor, and then Heartburn, Witches of Eastwick, Broadcast News, Ironweed. So he did have a great 80s.
He did.
It wasn't like he was forgotten. It was just like, we just forgot it now. But,
True.
Yeah.
He's got like some wild accolade. Let me see if I can find it. But like he's one of like the only. Let's see. He's got 12 Academy Award nominations, and I think he was the only actor, or one of only two that was nominated for Best Picture, in like 5 different decades or something absurd.
Oh, really?
Like that. Like it just his career has obviously been very storied.
Did Nicholson direct Easy Rider, or he was not in it?
He was in it.
He was?
Yeah, he was.
I thought he was like the writer.
George Hansen.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not like. I don't think he's the biggest part in it.
No, I think he wrote it though, right? He wrote it with his partner, who made the Monkees TV show.
No, Peter Fonda did.
Peter Fonda,
Dennis Hopper, and Terry Southern wrote it.
Okay, so he was in it. Okay, I could have sworn he helped produce it or something, but I was wrong. All right, but TJ,
apologize.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
Apologize to the damn listeners.
Sorry, listeners. I'm sorry. TJ, what is the Two Jakes about?
Well, it's private investigator J.J. Gittes is back, but this time he's investigating a murder that has to do with oil.
Ooh.
So get out of the way, water.
And oil is thicker than water.
Oh, shit, guys. Oh, my God. He figured something out there. Holy shit. They did not teach that in MBA school. So I'm excited to see that.
So he's just investigating oil? That's the new thing?
Honestly, I didn't even dive too much into the plot because I don't want to know much.
Okay.
That's all I wrote.
All right, JJ, what's your next film?
The next one is going to be The French Connection 2.
Ooh.
I'm a big fan of The French Connection 1. So we'll see how this one goes.
Movie I've not seen, but everybody knows Popeye Doyle.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, the most scumbag cop that you love to love.
Jesus.
Directed by John Frankenheimer, who directed The Manchurian Candidate and Reindeer Games.
The remake of The Manchurian Candidate, or the
the original.
Oh, the original.
Yeah. Yes, he's had a long career.
Yeah.
It stars Gene Hackman, Uncommon Valor, and Ants. Fernando Rey, Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie and a Town Called Bastard. And Bernard Fresson, Heaven on One's Head and Brotherhood of the Wolf. I like Gene Hackman, just like I like Jack Nicholson, just kind of these guys that had storied careers that span decades.
Yeah.
Both managed to retire and then like have a life afterward, which is terrific to see. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Gene. The plot of this one is simple. Popeye Doyle travels to France to track down the heroin pushers who eluded him on his home turf of Brooklyn.
Now I'm wondering, is he more racist in this one or less racist?
Oh, I hope he's more racist.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because this was, let's see, it was 1970 was the first French Connection.
Yep, and this was 74.
74.
So it was a pretty quick turnaround.
I
was surprised by
that.
Yeah. Because like you compare Chinatown was late 70s to 94. That's quite a bit of time between. Now, before I go to my third one, have you seen Chinatown and the French Connection?
I've seen Chinatown. I've not seen the French Connection.
Okay.
But, of course, the French Connection, one of the most famous movies of all time. So maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch like that and then watch 2 right after. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. But I have not seen them. But okay. I'm looking forward to it. So what's your last movie, TJ?
So the third one is playing off the movie I just watched last night. It is not a sequel. It is not, according to the director, a reboot. But it is a movie whose existence irritates Abel Ferrara, and it just because he thinks I made my movie and this is aping it. And I cannot believe that this is... I've never heard of this movie. It's called Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
Yeah.
And it's by no means a small movie or a low-key, sleeper movie. This is directed by Werner Herzog, Grizzly Man, and Encounters at the End of the World. Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I have not seen too many. I may have only honestly seen one.
Well, let's see. You watched Aguirre, The Nights of Aguirre, where he was almost killed by Klaus Kinski.
Yeah.
Then he made another movie with Klaus Kinski.
I want to watch that. Fitzcarraldo?
Fitzcarraldo, which is also, there's a documentary called Burdens of Dreams about the making of Fitzcarraldo and how they literally pushed a ship. Mm-hmm. They pushed a giant ship through the woods to make it...
It's fucking wild.
Yeah. And then they destroyed the land. They some people died. Some people who... They didn't pay any of the locals mostly and stuff like that. So.
Oh, I have seen Nosferatu, his version of Nosferatu, which is good.
Yes.
That's also Klaus Kinski.
Yes.
In a role very befitting.
And I guess he almost killed him again. But
I do want to watch that documentary that Werner Herzog made with My Best Fiend.
Yeah.
That's one that's on my list too. Mm-hmm. But either way, that's a big deal. Werner Herzog.
Yeah, I thought it was Lars von Trier for a second.
Not this time. Starring Nicolas Cage, Leaving Las Vegas, and Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. Eva Mendes, Too Fast, Too Furious, and Ghost Rider. Val Kilmer, Kill Me Again, and the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
True.
Now, I'm gonna show you. Are you aware of this movie?
Yes, I know of it because this is one of the Nicolas Cage movies. You think of Nicolas Cage acting, you showed this one of the clips from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like the original Bad Lieutenant. I look at this poster, this thumbnail, and this looks like a direct-to-DVD movie.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that this is a Werner Herzog movie that is supposedly highly regarded according to the people on Reddit that I was talking about the original one, quote unquote, with. So anyway, I don't want to tip my hand or set expectations, but I am excited to see that one.
All right.
Plot of this one is amidst the Hurricane Katrina aftermath, New Orleans detective Terrence McDonough, a degenerate gambler and drug addict, investigates the murder of five immigrants.
All right.
So again, never heard of it. I'm super intrigued that Werner Herzog directed this movie.
Yeah.
And Abel Ferrara apparently is mad that it exists.
Yeah. So we're gonna see some Nick Cage, some real Nick Cage in this one. Yeah,
I'm excited.
I used to think Nick Cage was a bad actor. Now I just think after you watch him for a little bit, you're like, no, he's a genius.
He's a genius.
Yeah, this guy's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
You watch him, he's got it.
Yeah.
People make fun of, my sister makes fun of
The Bees?
Not The Bees, with that. And also, her favorite movie is Moonstruck.
Sure.
And he gives an amazing performance in that. And my sister's like, this is terrible acting. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is the best acting in the whole movie. This is great. How do you not see this as amazing acting?
I really got to go back and rewatch Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
Because he really kind of maybe is an acquired taste to some degree. But you're right, because I've always looked at him as a guy that's either really good or really bad in something.
Yeah.
But the older I get and the more I see of him, it's like, no, he's not really bad. He's branded himself. It's him. It's just who he is.
Sure.
He can bring this manic energy that not everybody can bring, and it's a gift.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see this one.
True. Me too.
Very excited.
TJ, thank you for your movies. It's now my turn. So I decided not to talk to you again because I also don't want to watch kids' films.
Wow.
But I got plenty more to come. Don't worry. Pretty soon. I don't know when, but they'll come back. So I did not do my homework because I'm bad at it. So it's my fault. But I do have the 3 movies we're going to watch right now in my hands.
Ooh.
It's not a video podcast, so you can't see them, audience. But I have 3 movies in my hands. So I decided to dust off my old Criterions I have not watched yet. And to be honest with you, if we were not doing this podcast, I probably would never watch them because I always gotta wait for the perfect moment, and that moment never comes. So
we're gonna get your money's worth here.
We are gonna get your money worth today, folks. Okay, my first movie is one of the first Criterion movies I bought. It's called Drive My Car. It was released in 2021, directed by Ryusuke Hamaguchi, and also written by Ryusuke Hamaguchi and Takamasa Oi. It's based on Drive My Car by Haruki Murakami, which is a novel, I believe. Yes, it's a collection of short stories. It stars Hitoshi Nishijima, Toko Mura, Rika Kishimara, and Park Yu Rim. If I got all those names wrong, which I did, I apologize, but yes. Quick synopsis. I should read on the back of the box. Here we go. Only Ryusuke Himaguchi, with his extraordinary sensitivity to the mysterious resonance of the human interaction, can sweep up the international awards, including Oscar for the best international feature, and galvanize audience everywhere with the pensive 3-hour movie. I just found out now it's a 3-hour movie. Presented in 9 languages and adapted from Haruki Murakami, stories about experimental staging of an Anton Chekhov play. Anton Chekhov? Yes. Yeah. Anton Chekhov play. With Drive My Car, the Japanese director has confirmed his place among contemporary cinema's most vital voices. 2 years after his wife's unexpected death, Yusuke Kafuku, Hitoshi Nishijimi, arrives in Hiroshima to direct a production of Uncle Vanya for a theatrical festival. And through relationships with an actor, Masaki Okada, with whom he shares a tangled history, and a chauffeur, Toko Mura, with whom he develops a surprising rapport, finds himself facing up to his emotional scars. This quietly memorizes tale of love, art, grief, and healing. It is ultimately a cathartic exploration of what it means to go on living when there seems to be no road ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds nice.
Once again, sorry if I butchered the names, but that is Drive My Car. Why did I choose this movie? I don't know. It's like, when you first go, like, I used to go buy Criterion's during the sale, so I was like, I gotta get movies. And I had no idea what good movies are. Because every movie Criterion releases is mostly a good movie. So it's like Drive My Car. This came out when I bought it in 2021. It just was nominated for one of the Best Picture nominations. And it was like, it was right after Parasite. So I'm like, okay, this is like the next Parasite. So I got it. And I was like, I'm gonna watch it. And I never did. So it's been sitting in my room for 3 years, or 4 years. For 4 years, this has been
Crack that sucker open.
Crack that sucker open and finally watch Drive My Car.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait. Next one up is the masterpiece himself by Akira Kurosawa, High and Low.
Nice.
Yes. Relevant now because Spike Lee just released his movie Highest and Lowest, which is a remake of this movie. This is directed by, of course, Akira Kurosawa, released in 1963. Screenplay by Hideo Ogoni, Wuzu Kikushima, and Hiro Hizataka. Once again, butchered these names. Terrible pronunciation of these names. I am so deeply sorry. This one is about Toshiro Mifune is unforgettable as Kingo Kondo, a wealthy industrial whose family becomes the target of a cold-blooded kidnapper in High and Low. The highly influential domestic drama and police procedural from director Akira Kurosawa, adapting Ed McBain's Detective Naruto King's Ransom.
I'm not gonna lie, this sounds awesome.
Yeah, Kurosawa moves effortlessly from compelling race against time thriller to exacting social commentary, creating a diabolical treatise on class and commentary on Japan's society.
That sounds awesome,
I'm excited.
Honestly.
I got this one because, once again, another sale. I need movies.
Yeah.
I was like, this is considered a classic. I've only seen one scene from this movie, and that's when they're like negotiating over the phone with the kidnappers, and they rush to the room because they figure out where he is. But that's the only thing I've seen of him.
Spoiler alert.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, audience. I'm very sorry. But that's the only thing I've ever seen from this movie. I'm so excited to watch this movie.
Cool.
Like, out of the classics of Akira Kurosawa, like, I think this is one that ranks up the highest. Like, out of, like, Ran, it beats, like, you think Akira Kurosawa movies, this is the one. I don't have it in front of me, unfortunately. If I did, I would keep on saying, like, these are the movies. But, this would probably top them. Like, this is probably the top. Like, you got Akira, Seven Samurai, Throne of Blood, The Hidden Fortress, Yojimbo, Redbeard, Then you got Kagemusha and Ran. Like, people say, like, this is the one.
I almost went with 3 of his movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
That I was considering it.
True, yeah. So I'm really excited to see this one. That's true. I'm
nice,
really
man.
excited.
Me too.
Definitely. And the last one is, now this is a true mysterious one. This one I also picked up during the sale. I have no idea what this is. The group is called Dogma 95. So Dogma 95 was a collective of, like a film collective in, I believe, let's see, from the
Danish.
They're
from Denmark.
Denmark. Yeah. So the Denmark Film Collective. It was started by the man who directed this movie, Thomas Vinterberg, and also famous director Lars von Trier. Yeah. So they started it. So this movie does not have a cover on it, as you can see.
It does not.
It does not have a cover. It has a slip of paper, and that's about it. There's a little tag on it called The Celebration. So this movie is called The Celebration.
Okay.
Released in 1998, directed by Thomas Vinterberg, as I said, and written by Thomas Vinterberg and Morgan Zbulkov.
All right.
Really hard names to pronounce, definitely. So all we know is this movie is by the Dogma Group. This is number 1, so this is the first one. It's called The Celebration. It's 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 3 seconds long, released in 1998. That's all it says on the sticker. So let's read the manifesto.
Yeah. No shit.
The description of the movie, but I'll read that last. So let's see what it says. Dogma 95. Dogma 95 is a collective of film directors founded in Copenhagen in spring 1995, the year I was born. Dogma 95 has expressed goals of countering certain tendencies in cinema today. Dogma 95 is a rescue action. They have an exclamation point.
Oh, it does have an exclamation point.
In 1960, enough was enough. The movie was dead and called for resurrection. The goal was correct, but the means were not. The new wave proved to be a ripple that washed ashore and turned to muck. Slogans of individualism and freedom created works for a while, but no changes. The wave was up for grabs, like directors themselves. The wave never stronger than the man behind it. The anti-bourgeoisie cinema itself became bourgeoisie. Because the foundations upon which its theories were based were bourgeoisie perception of art, the auteur concept was bourgeoisie romanticism from the very start, and they were false. False! Exclamation points. To Dogma 95, cinema is not individual. Today, a technology storm is raging, the results of which will be the ultimate democratization of the cinema. For the first time, anyone can make movies, but the more accessible the media becomes, the most important the avant-garde. It is no accident that the phrase avant-garde has military connotations. Discipline is the answer. We must put films into uniform because the individual film will be decadent by definition. Dogma 95 encounters the individual film by the principle of presenting an indisputable set of rules known as the vow of chastity, in capital letters, on capital. So it's the vow of chastity. Sorry if I blew out everybody's ears. In 1960, enough is enough. The movie has been cosmetized to death, they said. Yet since the use of cosmetics has exploded, the supreme task of the decadent filmmakers is to fool the audience. Is that what we are so proud of? Is it? Is that what the 100 years have brought us? Illusions via the emotions can be communicated by the individual's artist's free choice of trickery? Predictability, dramaturgy has become the golden calf around which we dance. Having the characters' inner lives justify the plot is too complicated and not high art. And is not high art.
Oh, quotes.
Air quotes. As never before, the superficial action in the superficial movie are receiving all the praise. The result is barren. As an illusion of pathos, an illusion of love. To Dogma 95, the movie is not an illusion! Exclamation point. Today, a technology storm is raging of the which is irrelevant of the cosmetics to God. By using new technology, anyone at any time can wash the last grains of truth away in the deadly embrace of sensation. The illusions are everything the movie can hide behind. Dogma 95 encounters the films of illusions by presentations of indisputable set of rules known as the vows of chastity. And that's it.
Wow, that really was a manifesto.
That really was a manifesto.
Okay.
That is the manifesto, yes. And it is signed by Lars von Trier. Oh no, we have the vows of chastity right here.
Oh boy.
I didn't realize this. This is an exclusive.
Why don't we save it for the episode?
Yes, let's save it for the episode.
When we do the celebration.
When we do the celebration.
It might have a stronger context.
That's true, yes. We will save it for the episode.
Sound good?
Thank you, DJ. Okay.
So the celebration is the movie that is included in this?
I believe this is the first one.
Okay.
So this is just a celebration. That's the only movie in here. Okay, so what is it? Let's see. So what is the celebration? Also known as Festen in Danish. The Danish Dogma 95 movement that struck world cinema like a thunderbolt began with the celebration, Thomas Vinterberg's international breakthrough. A lacerating chamber drama that uses economy and aesthetic freedoms of digital video to achieve annihilating emotional intensity. On a wealthy man's 60th birthday, a sprawling group of family and friends convenes at his country estate for a celebration that soon spirals into bedlam, as bombshell revelations threaten to tear away the veneer of the bourgeoisie, respectively, and expose the traumas rolling beneath. Dynamic handheld camera work, grainy natural lighting, cacophonous diegetic sound, and raw performance style that would become Dogma's hallmarks enhance the shattering visual impact of the cathartic indictment of the patriarchal fallings, which swings between blackest comedy and the bleakest tragedy as it turns to the sick of the soul of the family inside out. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
I gotta be honest, I'm really excited for all 6 of these movies.
Man.
I don't think I've ever had this level of optimism, just because usually there would be a child's TV movie there.
Yeah, true.
So, and I picked Clifford, so I mean, I'm partially.
That's true. That is your fault, yes. But I am excited, yes. So, that's what happens if you don't do your homework, folks. You get really fast-ass explanation of movies, but I hope it was fun for you, because that was fun reading that.
That was fun to hear.
That was fun to hear. Okay, we will now spin the wheel and decide what movie will be next.
Sorry, go on.
I made a wheel 1 through 6. We will go through the movies we did in order, and whatever number it lands on, that's the one we do.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Do you have a favorite that you're hoping it lands on?
I'm hoping it's The Celebration.
The Celebration?
This is the most mysterious one of all.
It is super mysterious.
Really, it's just a piece of paper. That's it.
Well, let's see if we're celebrating then. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel.
Here we go. It's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Let's see what we got. Number 5.
High and Low.
We're starting out with a masterpiece, baby.
Okay.
High and Low. Akira Kurosawa's High and Low. So, next
Can't
2
wait.
weeks, we'll do this thing and we'll make it happen.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Okay.
Awesome.
So, thank you for listening. If you like us, please like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to follow us. We're on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify. We had social media. I think we've given up on it because we're not good at it at all.
Fuck it.
We'll do grassroots thing. It'll be fine.
We're in this for the love of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And the parties.
The parties. Just true. Yes. So please follow us and subscribe to us. Leave us comments in our comment sections of those platforms. Please give us suggestions of what to do next. So we can have more things to do on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us if you like us. Tell us we suck. Tell us that we are man children who cry like little babies.
We've heard it all before.
Yeah, it's true. Especially from my father. He's gonna listen to this and be like, "What?"
Yeah. To be clear, I've heard the same from his father.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, that's true. Yes, you said that in public, definitely. Yes. Okay. So, all right. Thank you for enjoying season 5. Now on to season 6. This is Mo, and the car is now destroyed.
And I'm TJ, and I'll have something better for you next time.
Okay. So everybody, let's have Bob and Mitchum play us out. Bye.
Adios.